Today on the channel, we have a conversation like a young Waylon Jennings and Hank Williams Jr. with another Hank, Extant, Crisis in Time, DC, Multiverse.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC McFarlane, DC Multiverse Page Puncher, Crisis in Time, unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're here with our Red Platinum Extant. But for all your Extant needs and a whole lot more, hit up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code ADOFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. And this is the Red Platinum, a little harder to find than the Joker and Superman in this series. Cheetah is the other Red Platinum. I have not come across her yet. Hope to see her sooner rather than later, but Extant is here today. A bit of a deep cut character, I believe Teen Titans or Titans once upon a time, and I believe named Hank. Of course, like a young Hank Williams Jr. once upon a time as well, but a nice deeper cut. We'll call it a deeper cut in the collection, but we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And one of the hardest figures to ever fig swap. Nobody's swapping these kind of figures. Very hard to get out of the packaging, as we do know. But very cool coloring with this one. The purple, red, and black attack. That's a very unique color combination. Looks very good. Extant down here. DC Direct. You got the page punchers. 12 and up. Includes comic book. Always cool to see that. Nothing on the side here, and then you got said comic book on the back of here as well. 0 Hour Crisis in Time. We're ready to dive into it, but unfortunately, I got to take this offline. Got to get the old X-Acto knife, claw him out of there, and we'll be back talking all things DC Page Puncher. All right, got Extant out of the package. Let's dive in. Let's start with the accessories, comic book and card. First thing, we'll go comic book. We saw this before with Superman, I guess double up club here. Give it to a friend, start the next generation and reading some comics. We do got that there. And then we dive over to the trading card, Extant here, from 0 Hour Crisis in Time, number 4. The universe is being destroyed by the all-consuming force. Wally West Flash, like Barry Allen before him, tries to stop the crisis, but vanishes in the process. In addition, anomalies such as Barbara Gordon appearing as Batgirl, despite the fact that Joker paralyzed her years before, begin popping up all over the world. And if I'm not mistaken, the exact same copyright as Superman. Would have been interesting to see more about the character here, as he has had different names. And, Hank is his first name, I guess, most of the time, but this is an alias. Would have been nice to dive a little deeper into that. Not in the cards for whatever reason, but in the cards, DC McFarlane Stand. Seen it before, we'll see it again. We do get 2 extra hands. He's coming to fight. He's got 2 fists of fury, but we do got a trigger hand, no weapon, and then we do got a little bit of a claw kind of hand here. So choose your own hand adventure. I'm probably going to leave him ready to throw some punches and bunches is what I'm going to do. But now we're going to dive into the man, the myth, the legend, the Extant. Like I said, a pretty deep cut cover here. I don't know. I guess depends what you like and what you know, but to me, pretty deep cut here. But that being said, as I said earlier, a very cool look to this one. That purple cape, a little bit of the purple against the red and black, really makes this figure pop. It's one of those guys that's going to catch your eye. You're walking by looking at stuff and, whoa, look at that. You're going to have some of that with him. So I think that is pretty cool, all things considered. Really like the looks of him in the face. Looks like he's ready for battle. He's gritting and bearing it. He's got the teeth going on. Nice and white, though, keeping up his dental plan. Kudos to him. Got 2 white eyes as well. You got the red mask over the top. A little almost looks like face paint of black over the top from that, but looks really good. Got a bit of a vest on that holds in his cape. Beautiful wired cape. You know I'm here for that. Now, Todd dances around wired, unwired. You never know what you're going to get until you get it out of the package. This one, a nice purple wired cape here. Nice thin cape as well. Sometimes we get those thicker ones, which aren't bad. You know, Todd, you like it thicker. I understand. But the thinner one's about all I can handle. So I'm good with that. And it looks pretty good here, all things considered. Again, happy to get the wired cape. Love to see it. Now, you do get the black bodysuit, except on the arms, the forearms, the hands. Same thing with the legs and the feet. You get the red coloring here. So red and black attack carries on. Arms all the way around for us. You do get a little bit of butterfly on this one. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinned elbows, playing all the hits. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Hula hoop up top, traditional waist. Big old splits if you need it. Leg goes up for that big old boot. Nothing worse than the big old boot in your face. Double jointed pin knees once again. And then you get the ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Toe articulation. Very thankful that the ankles are smooth on this one. I unboxed Scarecrow the other day, and that's an amazing figure from the DC Multiverse line. Unfortunately, though, his ankle's a little bit wonky, very hard to stand without a stand, which is going to hurt him for the best of 2025. I thought he'd be at the top of the list, but that really holds that figure back a little bit. Extant, we don't have that issue here. He works just fine with his legs. So a character I'm not super familiar with, but one that you dive into and you learn more from the action figure. And that's how it's always been since I was a little kid. Obviously, you know a lot of characters, heavy hitter characters, but every once in a while, Toy Biz, Marvel back in the day is a perfect example. You get some deep cut characters. Who's this Bone Cruncher? What's he all about? I'm buying that figure, and then it makes you read the comic book, look up in some of the characters and what they're up to. Kind of like Extant for me. You might know him real well. I do not. But it's one of those ones, now you got the knowledge of the character, you go up, you look up some more of his stories throughout the year. Bada boom, bada bing, it's a beautiful thing. And he does fit on the McFarlane stand, as you can imagine. So a very fun one. I like this one. It looks really, really good. A striking look to this one here. Hitting stores right now, maybe a little bit harder with the red platinum, but if you're like me, I see some red platinums that I see more than the regular edition. So not sure the method to the madness. Only one guy knows, and he's not putting his socks on for anybody. We know how that goes. But Extant, a fabulous, fabulous figure. Happy I got this one in the collection. But what say you? Do you need this figure? Do you know all about him? Are you a fan of him? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. Conveniently enough, the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. You can also check out my 2 books, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series and The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toymaker Series, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble right now. Pick them up. So for Extant and a Crisis, of course, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?